Up next on the MARR Rock Show, a band I'm very excited to share with you, man. I thought a couple of the tracks that are out already off of their album State of Mind, and it's just released. We have got Sammy, the lead guitarist from Citizen Zero out of Detroit, Michigan with us. Sammy, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, I'm excited to talk to you because I was telling my partner, man, this is a band to watch. I love the vibe and sound of your band. So for folks that may not know you yet, give us a little bit of the history of the band prior to your recent signing.
Well, we're a four-piece rock band from Detroit, Michigan, and we've been playing around town for about 5 years or so. We just did our record with Al Sutton and Marlon Young, who's their Kid Rock's engineer and guitarist. So they produced the record for us. And we just signed with Wind Up Records at the end of last year, and this is our big debut coming out. And yeah, it's available now, so you can get it on iTunes and in stores.
So we were talking about your entrance into the band, and I mean, the circumstances when you entered had to be a little bit difficult and nerve-wracking. The band was going through a tough time, weren't they?
They were. This band started as Josh, our lead singer, and three brothers, the Dudley brothers from Rochester, Michigan. And the Dudleys were kind of like these legendary players around town that everybody always used to talk about. They were like the hot players. That they're the guys that could, listen to a song once and play anything, And Matt, the original lead guitarist, he committed suicide just kind of out of the blue in 2012, and it was like kind of a shock to everybody. And I had heard of them from around town because they were opening up for a lot of the big bands and all that. And I was going to school in Ann Arbor at the time, and I was planning on moving to Boston, and I already had like an apartment picked out and everything. And about a month or so after Matt passed, their manager at the time hit me up and said, we want you to come out and try out and meet the band and all that. And I did, and as soon as I heard John crack the snare, like I knew we were going to have some chemistry. And the rest is kind of history.
So, yeah, man, like I said, bittersweet entrance to the band, but a testament to the band's toughness and hanging around through all of that. So, hey, so the new album's out, and the first song I want to ask you about that grabbed me was one I really love called Let Me Save You, or as otherwise titled Go. So tell us a little bit of the story behind that tune.
Oh, man. Well, that's actually, that's the first song that Josh and I ever worked on together, we ever wrote together. As soon as I joined the band, that's the first song we wrote. And originally the music, I was going for kind of like a hypnotic, kind of dreamy guitar part, and we had the music all worked out, and, it just so happened the day Josh sat down to work on the lyrics, it was actually the day of the Sandy Hook tragedy. He was it was horrible for everybody. Just watching it unfold on TV is such a heartbreak, And that's what he wrote the lyrics about while he was watching that on, I think, like Fox and NBC, one of those.
Yeah, so you could definitely feel the emotion in that song, man. And I liked, I've seen some acoustic versions out there of that as well. Is the acoustic thing something that you guys do somewhat regularly?
We've been doing it lately because we're on like a radio tour right now. Since Go's been playing on a lot of stations, so we've been doing the thing, where we hit the radio station and play acoustic during the day, and then we play the full show at night. But Go was actually written on piano originally. That's why we've been playing like the piano acoustic version at the stations. But we don't mind doing it. Like I'm a guitar player, I like plugging into a stack of amps and blowing the walls down. But sometimes it's good to bring it back too.
And it's a really cool version done acoustically, and I did dig the version very much. So is that something you would consider doing a live show of? Have you ever thought about just doing one of those like sit down bar shows where people can pull up the school and just do a whole set?
I mean, yeah, maybe at some point. We've done it around town just for benefits and stuff like that. Now we're getting used to doing it like on stations, but we're a loud rock band, man. Like that's something we gotta stay true. Yeah, we're just super loud and mean live, So that's like kind of in our DNA. But yeah, like I said, it's all music, it's all fun.
The tune "What a Feeling" I was also taken with that as well, and it's what prompted me to call you guys was it made it into our Golden Dozen chart. So tell us a little bit about that tune.
That's we wrote that actually around the same time as Go. That was like pretty shortly after I joined the band. But that's always been one of my favorites, especially to play live. Like we used to open with it live a lot, and that's a song. It's one of those where it's like it just came together really quickly, you know. I had like the main riff of it, it's like a tapping riff on guitar, and we went into the studio one day to demo it out, and we played with a full band. The whole thing was written and finished and demoed in about 3 or 4 hours. And
oh wow!
With writing songs, that doesn't happen all the time, I'm sure, as you know. So when you catch lightning like that, like it's really special. But yeah, that's actually the opening track on our record.
So you guys are out on the State of Mind tour right now. Tell folks a little bit more about that tour. You got a lot of dates and covering a lot of ground.
It's been great so far, man. We're about 5 dates in. Our big Detroit show is tomorrow night, and it's gonna be incredible. I'm really most excited about. I mean, we've been playing these songs, all these songs that are coming out or are out now, actually. We've been playing them live for a few years now, and it's going to be really interesting to see the reaction now that people are going to be able to listen to them and have them on CD, you know. But yeah, we started out east in New York and New Jersey, and those shows have been amazing. And we're working all the way out west. And the final 2 dates we're playing the Whiskey a Go-Go for the first time in LA, and then the tour is ending in Scottsdale. So yeah, you can check our Facebook and check the dates on that. We'd love to see the show.
Now, I know you talk about your Facebook page. You had a golden ticket contest going on for a while. Is that still going on?
By the time this airs, no. It's gonna be concluded. But yeah, it's been cool. We just started we did a few contests. We've done a few so far, and the first one was like I think somebody won handwritten lyrics and a couple shirts and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a cool giveaway for sure.
So, one or two more things here. I'll let you go. I saw you guys shot a music video for Let Me Save You. So, can you leak a little bit about what the kind of format the music video might be? Is it a live video or is it a theme video? Tell me a little bit about it.
There's definitely a performance element to it. We shot it right before we left for this tour. It's one of those things where we're all in one day, like all inclusive, you know. But yeah, we filmed it in Detroit, and there's a story behind it. I don't want to get too into it, but it definitely fits the song. It fits the emotion and the feel of the music for sure.
So, hey, you know, Detroit always gets that label of Rock City, and there's been so many bands, you know, come out of there. Does Detroit still have that Rock City vibe? Tell us about the rock and roll life in Detroit these days. How is it?
It's alive and well, man. I got to tell you. You know, we've been playing around locally. We played for about 3 or 4 years, just playing clubs in Detroit and opening for bands, you know. And there really is a great rock scene here. We have this rehearsal space actually in Pontiac, which is where we did our release show at the Crowfoot. We're on the same block as the Crowfoot, which is like kind of a big rock club around here. But we have this whole floor in this skyscraper in Pontiac. We have this 12th floor, and
oh, wow.
it's kind of become this like legendary spot around town where bands come up and jam and work on tunes together, and you know, work on different riffs and stuff like that, and collaborate. And we've kind of learned, like, not every city is like that. Like, even if there is a big rock scene, like, it's not, like other cities it'll be more competitive, you know what I mean, or something like that. But here it's like everybody's friends, everybody wants to help each other, everybody wants to, you know, just have a great time. And yeah, we throw parties up there. Our friends are in this band called Trippin' Dixie, and they have the 13th floor. And so between us two, like, we get into some trouble, but that spot has kind of it's kind of become like a legendary place around town, you know, for better or worse.
That's awesome, man. That'd be a great thing to offer some VIP packages to someday, man. Some people jump in and watch a little of that jamming go on up there. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, we threw a party up there like last year, and we threw a show. You know, we threw a show, and we used to have people, you know, whoever come up, you know, anytime, but we like set the fire alarm a lot and like got in a bunch of trouble. So now we're trying to like keep it down a little bit. But yeah, we've had some fun up there for sure.
Well, this has been Sammy, man. He's the lead guitarist of Detroit, Michigan band Citizen Zero. Man, I'm a big fan of already. Their album State of Mind is out right now, and they are out on the State of Mind tour coming to a city near you, as they say. So check them out. And Sammy, man, thanks so much for being on the show with us this evening.
Oh, no, thank you so much for having me, man. It's a pleasure.